Yeah, I mean, the league's tough. You play Friday, you play Saturday. We're on the search for consistency and predictability, just like everyone else in our league, and frankly, college hockey is. I don't, necessarily want to say another bounce back. I mean, we've had some great Friday games, and at the end of the day, you're playing against another opponent that you're going toe to toe against, and that's going to put their best foot forward, just like we're trying to put our best foot forward. So, in a way, it's just college hockey, and everyone's looking to strive for that consistency and that predictability for one another.
3 of 5 on the power play too. Weekend. What do you see in the power play?
Yeah, they're moving it around. They're snapping pucks. They're playing in some areas where they're understanding of what the opponent's doing, and it's allowing us to find some different seams and some different plays, and it's a pretty selfless power play. It's a power play that's, this past weekend has just been taking advantage of the opportunity to find what's available for one another, and that's always good when the power play is selfless like that.
How was it for you to be on the other bench there this weekend?
Different. That's a lot of years playing in a lot of games playing in that spot, and it's nice to go there and get a win for sure. Nothing's changed. It's the same people running the off ice, the same people in the stands that were cheering you on and now are cheering against you, which is great. It's a lot of fun going back.
Just what do you sort of take away from getting the chance to come back and play at home? It's a Thanksgiving weekend, but I'm curious as to what that entails for you guys as far as Thanksgiving stuff. Does it change the schedule?
Nothing better than hockey on Thanksgiving, right? I think that's what everyone says. No, we're excited. We're excited just because it's another test. It's another test against a conference opponent, and an opponent that's playing really good hockey. And although might not be getting the results in the standings that they want, they're tough and they're playing well and they're learning each other. And it's another 2 games where we're going to be getting the best and giving our best, and they're playing good hockey right now, coming off a weekend against Minnesota State and collecting their league points in a shootout win, and they're playing well. They're playing well together, so it's going to be a great test and a great matchup.
You mentioned they're playing tough, and they took Colorado College to overtime. They, like you said, got the shootout win against Minnesota State. In terms of getting the guys ready, because you look at the record and you kind of throw that stuff all out the window. I mean, how do you get the team to focus on a team, on an opponent, regardless of the record?
It's funny. Nothing has to change. We've got to stick to our process of it, and our guys have done a nice job of that thus far this season. But it's about us. It's us versus ourselves, and we've got to make sure that we're coming out and, like I said, playing fast and predictable for each other. And when we can do those things, in support of each other, good things will take place. But you look at the opponent every week the same. What are their tendencies? What are their strengths? Where are opportunities for us to take advantage? That doesn't change regardless of where teams are in the standings. It's what's in front of you at that time. So you've got to think about the 6 inches in front of your face in that moment, which is Friday night's game, and take things shift by shift in those moments. So that's what we're trying to do here this week. Yeah, we've got to keep consistent with the trend of our power play, and special teams become hugely important. So we'll put an emphasis on that, much the same as we do every week. It's a great question. This is a team that's going to be aggressive. They're going to come at you, and we've got to be able to weather the storm and punch back. Punch first, punch back. There's going to be times, there's going to be shifts that are, we strive to be better on. There's going to be times where we dictate. It's just the game of hockey. Not relative to opponent at all, but this is a team that's going to be on their toes. They're going to play physical. They're going to look to stretch you out in some areas and try and play fast, just like we are. And so we've just got to be ready for them when they throw their punch.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for us, it was just kind of getting that confidence of being able to move it around. I think we kind of got locked into one position. I think this last weekend, we definitely took the more positionalist route and just whatever we can as a 5-man unit to get that puck in the net. I mean, you could see all the switches that were happening, and it doesn't matter who's on top or who's in front of the net, just kind of just working as one group to outwork their forward and get the puck in the net. So I think that's what was the main thing.
From a player's perspective, what's it, 3 weekends in a row here, you guys have got the split where you lose on Friday, bounce back on Saturday. When you go into those Saturday games, what's the mindset sort of like?
It's, for us, it's that, like Coach Nelson said, it's that consistency to get both wins. Being in this league for 4 years, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It's a tough game. And so going into that barn Friday night, I don't think we were mentally ready to get into the battle. And I think going into Saturday, we knew exactly what we needed to do. I think personally, we just beat ourselves Friday night. And going into game 2, just winning our battles and playing the right way is what ultimately led to the success. And I think the past 3 weekends, that's what it's been. Not even beating ourselves Friday, but just knowing our opponent. And I think being so young into the season still, it's kind of gaining that consistency night in, night out.
You're kind of a veteran though at the college level here at this point. The Thanksgiving weekend, it's sometimes can sort of throw you off your routine. As a player, how do you sort of work through that? Is there anything different that you approach it?
Honestly, no. It's kind of just another week for us. We have a lot of Canadians, so they already celebrated Thanksgiving. So it's just if anything, it's just a day for us to get together as a team and get closer as a team. So I think that part, it kind of helps, and it take the schooling out of it, so guys can just focus on the game. So leading up to it, it's more focused on the games at hand and focusing on the 6 games that we have left before winter break.
Your first year here as a transfer, around this time of year, obviously a time to reflect on what you're thankful for. What are you pretty thankful for is in regards to this team? What really kind of gives you gratitude?
Honestly, I'm just thankful to be on a team that just cares about each other and cares about winning for this organization, winning for this community. I think it shows a lot just in the locker room, and nobody cares who gets the credit. It's just we're happy for just the win and the outcome of being able to make this city proud. It's just getting people out of like wherever they are in the city and getting them into this rink, and that's what I'm thankful for, is just having the opportunity here in my last year.